Well, Matt, I could not believe those numbers. Did you say half an inch of rain in some spots, isolated spots?
Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, and it was really like right by the fire, right by the jerky fire.
That's great.
So it's the best we could have hoped with, especially with lightning zapping all around the region as well. Let's take you outside in Portland right now. It's another beautiful night. We are at 65 degrees. Nice and cool. Humidity coming up, and it's come up in some really important parts of the state, too. To Doppler radar we go. Still getting storms. They're still firing up north of Burns right now. Still getting lightning strikes. But again, this is a lot different than the storms we got last week that sparked a lot of the big fires, in that those storms had very little, if any, rain. These storms have actually had quite a bit of rain as they brought some moisture with them, unlike the ones last week. So still getting lightning strikes, still have some cells here and away. This is more good news than bad, even with lightning on the map, because we are getting rain scattered around the region, and it's been, pardon me, hitting the fires quite well. So here you go. Here's Ontario. I-84 up here. That fire, the Durkee fire, is right in here, and they're getting more rain on it right now, which is great. So let me show you those rainfall amounts again. What you see here, not too impressive, but Ontario, 21/100ths of an inch. And they had a severe storm go through, and that was some pretty good rainfall. But look at these other amounts. Blue Canyon, which is south of Baker City, over half an inch of rain. Prairie City had more than half an inch of rain. And this one, Morgan Mountain, is right on the east side of I-84 here. That's the gray line. Very, very close to the fire. Probably had fire on it. Now that fire has been doused with quarter to a half an inch of rain. So really good news in that regard. And the humidity has come way up over there with the rain, as you would expect. Now, here's what we're looking at on the west side, 60% in Portland because of the cooling of the evening. But over in John Day, 58% in Baker City has higher humidity than Portland does right now, higher humidity than really anywhere except for the coast. And it's because of that recent rainfall. So that is super good news, because that really slows the spread of the fire. The winds have died off in large part, too. Still smoke on the map here, and both fires in the gorge now have been incorporated into the model. You see it's all getting blown away from the western valleys, but the east side, you are going to remain smoky. Here's what those storms look like as they developed and moved through that big complex and moved through Wallowa County earlier in the day. And this only goes up to sunset because this is the visible imagery. So after dark, you don't get anything from it, but it's really good at showing storms during the daylight. Portland's high was 83 today, so another beautiful day on the west side of the state. 60s and 70s on the coast. Baker City hit 101 before the rain set in. 96 up in Joseph. So we've got this swirl of cloud, and now clouds coming into western Washington. We had a few clouds over Portland tonight, too. This is the cool air that's coming along. There's a weak cold front here that's pushing on shore. It's going to cool us off a little bit tomorrow, but it's also going to reinvigorate the winds, especially in the gorge and through any of the passes coming out of the Cascades. So it'll be a windy day in the Columbia Basin on the fires there. Fires in eastern Oregon are going to get wind as well. And no more thunderstorms unless you're way down in southeast Malheur County. So not much of the state will see that action again like we did tonight. Staying rather cool, though, as we go through the weekend because of this pattern of the westerly winds kicking on in. So in a way, it's great for us here on the west side because we're not going to get too hot, but it will produce wind on the east side. And it looks like above average temperatures as you go into the Rockies through the month of August. We'll kind of be 50-50 on that. I think we'll be okay for the most part. 65 degrees right now. The freezing level is up at 15,000 feet. So Portland tonight, clear and cool. Tomorrow, sunny. Some patchy morning clouds, but then it clears up. We'll get up to 78. We're back to 83 on Friday. Over the weekend, 80 to 82, and maybe a sprinkle even here on the west side next Tuesday, but not from thunderstorms, just some good old-fashioned showers. Won't be a lot, but it'll be a little bit of a change of pace.
Great 7-day. It sounds like great news all around.
Yeah, really good to get that rain. That's the best we could have hoped for.
Yeah, thank you, Matt. Still to come, less than 36 hours.